Hey guys, welcome back to EXP. This is Travis Kovacs.
And I'm Katie Sellier. We're sorry Liz can't be here. She was arrested for assault and battery. But I think we're going to make a great team, right?
Geeks will inherit the earth.
While the flowers are blooming at the first signs of spring, winter is coming for fans of the appraised TV series Game of Thrones. The story continues on HBO with its Season 3 return on Sunday, March 31st.
Season 2 ended on an exciting note, not surprisingly, and the extended Season 3 trailer released by HBO in February has fans anxiously awaiting for the plot to unravel. So far, we can conjure a few major developments for fan favorite characters. Robb Stark's marriage thickens the complications. Tyrion Lannister, played by Peter Dinklage, has lost his role as Hand of the King. Jon Snow is a captive of wildlings with a new romantic interest, and Daenerys Targaryen remains fiercely determined to invade Westeros with an army to reclaim the Iron Throne.
Most notably, Game of Thrones Season 3 introduces new characters, including the King Beyond the Wall, Mance Rayder, played by Ciarán Hinds. He has been referenced throughout the previous seasons and acts as a major antagonist in George R.R. Martin's novels.
So tune in March 31st to continue the story on how kings and queens, knights and renegades, liars, lords, and honest men all will play the Game of Thrones.
Proud Dominion citizens, the Zerg threat has been removed. The Swarm is leaderless. Opens the trailer for the next installment of the StarCraft II series. Heart of the Swarm picks up 2 years after the end of the events in Wings of Liberty. The year is 2506 and centers itself on the recently uninfested Sarah Kerrigan, the former Queen of Blades.
Sarah will be featured as a protagonist and anti-hero, and we will follow her on her quest to regain control of the Zerg swarm in her human form. In doing so, she hopes to exact her revenge upon Arcturus Minx,
who, for those of you who have not yet played StarCraft II, left her to die at the hands of the Zerg. No hard feelings.
Her problem, however, lies in the fact that upon her removal from the swarm, various broods formed under Zerg queens, who in turn served as a leader in the Queen of Blade's absence. The game also brings new units to the fray in the critically acclaimed multiplayer for StarCraft. Each race, Terran, Zerg, and Protoss, received 3 new units to their build orders, including the Battle Hellion, Viper, and Tempest.
StarCraft II Heart of the Swarm, despite being a full 20 missions like Wings of Liberty, is an add-on priced at $39.99 and was released on Tuesday, March 12th. Entaro Tassadar, my brethren. We'll see you on the battlefield. Alright, Assassins, if you're as into the series as I am, then you've definitely noticed the announcement of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Ubisoft has explained their use of numbering and subtitle as, we wanted to keep the numbers as new assassin, new number, and we really couldn't help putting in Black Flag to tip our hats to how awesome we feel this pirate-oriented game will be.
Now, this game is generating a lot more ill rep than its predecessors due to its pretty early reveal following the release of Assassin's Creed 3. But these fears were put to rest following the announcement that the game was actually started somewhere in the summer of 2011. This rather unexpected showing was made official following the leak of the poster showing a title and a photo of the protagonist deep in combat with a couple of pirates.
This main character is none other than Edward Kenway, father of Haytham and grandfather of Connor. He was the first of the Kenway lineage who had opted to join the Assassins, although, differently than in the previous games, being an assassin was never really his main profession. In fact, Ubisoft has gone as far as to say, Edward is mainly a pirate who just so happens to be an assassin.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flags is confirmed to come out on current and next-gen consoles and PCs on October 29th, 2013, so get ready, because we have less than a year to go before we get to meet the mysterious Edward Kenway.
So in case you haven't heard, Sony held a large conference to discuss their ever-awaited PlayStation 4. The entire meeting was broadcast online via live stream, and they discussed the upgrades and new features offered by their system, some aspects of their hardware layout, graphic upgrades, and they revealed a few trailers for games that are scheduled to release along with the system. Among these games are Killzone, Shadowfall, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Infamous Second Son, Battlefield 4, and many others.
Sony has stated that this system will make console gaming the most popular way to stay in touch with friends with their revamped social aspect. There'll be more of a Facebook-like approach to their player profile system and a new drop-in, drop-out type of player assist where players can send items or offer help to friends in need if they have the same game.
The graphics look fantastic. Cutscene animation and play animation are quite basically one and the same. Luckily enough, in a more recent conference, Sony has stated that they are fully prepared to price the PlayStation 4 competitively with the system Microsoft is scheduled to release, and they are looking to have it out by the holiday season as early as October 2013.
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is a second addition to Luigi's Mansion. Luigi is thrown into a region called Evershade Valley, where Professor E. Gadd lives in his laboratory and studies friendly ghosts and residing in the area.
The game opens with the shattering of the Dark Moon, an object that hangs above Evershade Valley, which causes the ghosts to suddenly become hostile. Luigi is then called by Egad to recollect the pieces of the Dark Moon, which have been scattered to different mansions, in order to restore peace to Evershade Valley.
Shigeru Miyamoto stated that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon will be more puzzle-oriented than the original, and Toad will assist Luigi in accomplishing various goals. Also, King Boo, who is the main antagonist in Luigi's Mansion, will appear in the game, reprising his role as Luigi's nemesis as he destroys the ghost-pacifying Dark Moon.
And of course, Luigi will be equipped with his new Poltergust 5000 and his stroboscope, which replaces the flashlight in the first game and is more of a flashbang that stuns the ghosts. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is set to be released in North America March 24th, 2013 on the 3DS. Injustice: Gods Among Us is an upcoming fighting game based upon the fictional universe of DC Comics. The game is being developed by NetherRealm Studios for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii U. The campaign of Injustice: Gods Among Us is being written in collaboration with DC Comics writers as a standalone story.
Described by NetherRealm as Story Mode 3.0, the campaign will be approached similarly to Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe through the use of cinematic narrative versus traditional ladder-based single-player experience. According to lead designer John Edwards, the plot is meant to rationalize the game's fighting mechanics between characters that would normally not fight one another and explain how Batman came to stand toe-to-toe with Superman.
Some of the characters in the game include Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Bane, Catwoman, Flash, and the Joker. Injustice: Gods Among Us is slated for an April 2013 release. Alright guys, this has been EXP. I'm Travis Kovacs.
And I'm Katie Sellier.
Get on our level.
What does that even mean?
I can let this place